out a life in a split second. That is powerful. And that requires an amazing amount of responsibility and restraint and the ability to walk away from a situation that you're angry at, that you feel compelled to get involved in. You would get involved in if you weren't armed. These are things. This is the balance. These are the sacrifices you make in order to carry the most effective tool to protect you and your loved ones.
Guys, thank you so much for joining me. John Soto, this is SotoCast. Taking a look at Anthony Cumia here on Compound Media. He gets into the Pretti shooting a little bit. Right now, he's talking about the responsibility and the great, the great responsibility that comes with carrying a firearm. As somebody that is carrying a firearm all the time, carrying it right now, you go through phases in life. Obviously, when you're younger and the testosterone is flowing, you're very different, and it takes time to understand what's going on. Just like he said there, you can't just be carrying a gun and be wanting to get into an altercation with somebody. And at my age now, when somebody cuts me off, I literally don't feel anything anymore. And it's just one of those things that you just have to become more mature in your demeanor, in the way you interact day to day. You can't get all hot and heavy. That's part of it. That is part of it. You have to understand that in the event that there is a life and death situation, you can come to the table. But if it's not life and death, you probably shouldn't be on the table. You probably should be pretty far from the table. And that doesn't mean that you back down on if somebody's being disrespectful or stuff like that. You just have to understand that when the line is crossed, there's a lot that can go wrong. There's a lot that can go wrong. So you have to. It's a balancing act, and you have to weigh what your options are and what is and is not worth it.
Regardless of the shape you're in, how old you are, how much you weigh, whether you're a man or a woman, it's called the great equalizer. And it comes with a price. And that price is you need to back off of trivial situations that might escalate into something bigger. The worst fucking thing that could happen to you is that you talked yourself into an altercation. Your actions put yourself into an altercation. Now you're in it and you have a gun on you. You do not want to be there. You do not want to be there. You want that gun on you for when shit happens that you were not expecting, that you did not put yourself in a situation where something could escalate. That's it. That's the sacrifices we make in order to carry the best tool available to protect ourselves and our loved ones. This guy decided he was going to take a gun, carry it, and get into some type of situation where he may be having issues and getting physical with law enforcement who also have guns. Why would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that? You don't want to do that. He put himself in a situation that compromised everyone's safety when he all of a sudden decided to do something that the ICE agents deemed improper for him to do. Whether it was helping up that woman, whether it was getting in their face, whether it was stopping traffic, whatever it is, it's something he should not have been doing with a pistol on him. That's it. Now let's talk about law enforcement.